Greetings, this is Roll for Crit at Gen Con 2018, and we got a chance to preview Iello's new game, 8-Bit Box. This is actually sort of an reminds me a lot of a console system they based it on, where you buy sort of the central console, which does come with 3 games and the controllers. But you could, each game, the box can fit up to 10 games, there'll be more to come, but each game is unique. Currently it's all made by the same game designer, but we'll see if each one afterwards is different. And they all play very differently. In fact, when they were teaching us, they're like, all right, currently there are 2 games out right now, the third one's sort of packed away, because it's much longer. And they said, this one's very simple, it looked a lot like, it was Pac-Man, it looked a lot like, but the other one was more like F-Zero Racing, and that's what we did. And it was really fun because each game, no matter whether it's simple or hard, it uses this. It's sort of a programming game, but it's a controller in essence with a little D-pad on the screen on the one end and a button input on the other.
The whole game, from the box to the packaging that they're in to those controllers, as you said, is really meant to evoke those old school video game systems, and also with a little bit of new school too. I think that the console sort of resembled a Wii, for instance, in a way. It's sort of a blending of elements there, and it's a very cool idea, definitely in look and concept.
The racing game I actually enjoyed a lot. It did have this fun mechanic of like you have to decide whether you go left or right, but some of them were like if too many people go left, then no one gets it, or if you go right, you get more of a bonus if more people go left. So this sort of back and forth deciding and talking to people. You could just be like, I'm going left, you guys have to decide the rest.
Yeah, and there are also bonuses, power-ups that you can get in that game. It's like something like Mario Kart, you might use something to shoot people ahead of you and make them lose fuel, or you might drop something that slows someone down, like a banana peel would.
We won't say exactly until you open the box, but there is a sort of blue shell in there.
Yeah, so you got to look out for that for sure. But I just really love the idea of this, because what I find fascinating about it is that, like a video game, each game uses the same setup, the same controller, but they're free to use these and with these 3 and in future titles that are going to come out to really do whatever they want with them. So you know, it's almost like like you said, I really hope they give this to different designers, because I think it's fascinating if you could say, here's the components, here's the what you need for your baseline, and then what crazy direction do you take it in?
No, I do think that's what they should do. I think it's sort of like the Titan series from
Calliope does that. Yeah,
exactly. Because that would be really cool. I mean, it's like a real video game. Not every game is made by one guy.
Right.
I mean, even if you do like your one developer or something, it'd be really nice. And that would also give maybe more variety of like the simple or very complex game or something like that. Like a real game. And the third one in the game, I did hear a little spiel about, which is hilarious because it's actually called Stadium. And it's actually a lot of mini games use the whole controller. And they did mention that one of them is trying to get past a dope test.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, to me, the fact that that's one of them is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like a track and field game.
So I feel like this has that perfect, crazy humor, and that one goes for much longer. So in your box, you can get a very simple game that goes like, I think the Pac-Man one is like 15 minutes. There's this one that goes for a little bit longer, the racing one, and then one that goes, I think that one said 40 minutes. So you're getting like a full set. Yeah. Which is really great for console. And the box, by the way, it's supposed to hold all 10, so supposedly we'll see.
Up to 10 until they decide to make more, of course, which if they're successful, I imagine
they will. And the box
is
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really cool looking box. We don't have price points yet for any of this, but, you know...
we did see the final product, so they did say that it's really likely Q4, so much so like early Q4. The thing is pretty likely, so perfect for that early console Christmas rush.
Yeah, but it was really neat, and like you said, they kind of have the feeling of like a mini game because they're a little faster, and you know, depending on, they're maybe a little simpler than a full box game. But I don't think I would call at least the one we played, the racing one, to be shallow. And I think that's cool that it feels like you are getting like you're buying a console game. You can pick it up and have
with
fun
actual
with it.
consoles, because the boxes do look like your old school Nintendo.
And the controllers, just the different ways you could use those, like they're so open-ended. I just feel like from a design perspective, it's really interesting to think about.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and I'm actually really looking forward to this, and hopefully that the other games really show the ingenuity and creativity you can do with still using a controller, just like a video game.
Yeah, I guess it could be a hit or miss thing where, you know, depending on which game, maybe you don't like this genre, so don't buy that one, so you buy this one. I wonder if in the future maybe they'll even have like different base sets. So here's a different set of 3 games you could start with.
Here's your shooter set.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Overall, something we're going to definitely keep an eye on, maybe because we're just already in tune with video games already, but definitely something you should keep an eye out. Like we said, come out for Q4. So if you like video games, look out for 8-Bit
Box. Like and subscribe for more Gen Con 2018 coverage.
And enter our contest for a chance to win some Gen Con games in the description down below.